What's up, y'all? It's your boy SSI Native, and for today's video, we're going to be talking about how the car's sitting right now and whether it's fixed or not. And to answer that question, the car is perfectly running now. Transmission is in, clutch has been broken in. If I didn't mention before, it got a new stock clutch, broken in already with what 500 plus miles on it. The only twist is my dad and I weren't the ones that fixed the car. So we did end up putting the transmission in, but the one that I got before turned out to be flawed and it didn't work. So what happened was the transmission was in, car started up, and then I put the car into gear, or what it would look like to be into gear. But the thing is, I didn't have to use the clutch to do it, and the car wouldn't engage. So what basically was happening was the clutch and the transmission weren't engaging, and it didn't run. And so it would turn on and it was loud, and so that made me like happy. So I was like here, and then as soon as I saw that it didn't work, it was even worse than when it first broke, because it was like false hope, and I was like, man. But so the story of how it ended up running was I got the trans swapped at the parts yard, and then connections really helped me a lot with this car. Usually just to get the transmission in and out, you're looking at around close to $1,000, probably like $7,000 to $1,000. And I didn't want to pay that, and I was going to have to, because I didn't want to go through all that work again, because the car was sitting for over 2 months, and that was because my dad worked, I had school full time, and so the time when we can both work on it together was like kind of bad. And most of my classes I get out at 9 at night, and I mean, that didn't really help me out. I needed the day. I was tired from school, and so that helped me out. My dad was tired from work, and then we'd basically just work on it on the weekend, but we usually have like stuff to do, so that wouldn't work out either. And so one day my mom's friend came over, and with her husband, and the guy saw the car, and he asked like why it's on a jack stand. And then we told him how the transmission and whatever, and how we put it in and it didn't work. And then it turns out the guy actually owns a shop, and so he was like, give me this much and I'll do it for you. And we're talking like a third of the price, so like say $300, a little under $300. And so he got the car running perfect, no problems, no issues. And that was basically it, and here it is now. Like, don't mind the wooden things. I'm lifting it up, changing something really quick, nothing wrong with it, but that's what it is now. And if you've noticed, I took off the hood. The GT500 hood that I bought and the GT500 front bumper that I bought are for sale. So if you are interested, they're in Sacramento, California. Currently I'm not shipping them, just because one, it's too much of a hassle, and two, it's just really expensive. Take it from me, when I did the interior swap, I got the whole front dash shipped out from Tennessee, I believe, and that cost me more than the dash itself cost me. It was probably double of what it cost, so, or almost triple, like 2.5 times of what the dash costs is what it cost me to get it shipped out here, which, I don't know, it's a lot of money, and that weighs a lot less than the hood does and the bumper does. So maybe the bumper weighs about the same, but the hood weighs a lot more. So depending on how far you are and depending on how much it actually weighs is how much it would cost, and that's a lot of money. Plus the GT500 hoods aren't cheap, and I'm selling it for around what I got it for. So if you're interested, go on my Instagram. The link will be in the description if you don't follow me already, or even better, that's it right there. So if you're interested in buying it, I don't think I have a post on there actually, but if you're interested, DM me, we can talk, or just share it so I can get rid of it. I have a different plan in mind and don't need that anymore, but it's kind of hard to get my reaction of like, oh my god, my car's running, because I've had it running for a while now. But honestly, I don't even feel like it broke now, because it's been such a while, like such a long time, that, I mean, whatever, like, she running though, boy, she running though. But she's still slow, but she look cool. That's basically it. In terms of what I'm buying next for the car, I think I'm just leaving it like this. I spent a lot of money for the interior swap, and then I spent a lot of money getting it fixed. So it's probably just gonna sit like this for a while until I decide what I'm doing. But I should be going to a meet pretty soon. I'm making this video fairly short just because I just wanted to let everybody know, like, the car is good, the car's running. For those that follow me on Instagram, I'm more active on there than I am on YouTube. They already knew that the car's been running for a while. But those that just have me on here, well, there it is. She runs. She's cool. But yeah, just basically an update. My advice, if your car breaks down, was it possible for me and my dad to put in the transmission? Yes, absolutely, it's possible. If you have more time on your hands to do it, I highly recommend that. But in my case, sadly, the transmission I bought didn't work, so I had to get a change. And the way my time was, I couldn't do it. I couldn't wait. I could have, but I wasn't trying to wait another 2 months just try it on and hope that it worked, you know? So if you were me, which I hope you're not, because I don't want you to go through this situation and whatever, it's such a headache. But honestly, just take it to a shop. It'll be worth the money. Unless you have the time and the experience, go for it. But if not, spend that extra money, get it fixed. Because having it sitting on the ground like that versus having it sit on jack stands for 2+ months is horrible. But thanks for watching. The next video should be either in the next couple of days, because I am going to a few meets, so I should be recording for that. Or well, I just got out of school. Today's actually the day I got out of my last final, so but more videos coming out this summer. Most of it won't be around this build because, like I said, it's more on a pause right now, just mainly driving it. So most of my videos will be on meets and on other cars. So thanks for watching. Leave a like down below and subscribe, and comment if you have any questions about the car or about the whole process with the transmission, or any questions in general. So like and subscribe. Thanks.